Welcome back. Right now, we're going to have a peek into what is happening in Rivers State. The political climate seems to still be very volatile, and we're being joined by former CPS2, the Deputy Governor of Rivers State, and also the publisher CEO of Kristina Reports. Good morning and welcome, Mr. Godswill Jumbo.
Yes, good morning.
Okay.
My pleasure being here.
All right. Now, we've heard reports about policemen occupying some places, belonging to one or the other. We've heard rumors also, or news rather, also of two plenaries holding at the same time, people loyal to the governor and others loyal to the Federal Capital Territory Minister, that is Nyesom Wike. And we thought that after the apology, after it is a father-son fight and all that, there will be no problem anymore. Bring us up to speed. What really is going on in Rivers State?
Okay. Early morning yesterday, we saw policemen barricade the House of Assembly complex, and we learned that the Martins are not really led faction of the House of Assembly were sitting. And then later we saw press release camp also that they also sat and they passed the vote of confidence on the governor. Now that's two factions of the same House of Assembly sitting. And previously, the police was providing cover for one of the factions, and incidentally, this particular faction, the speaker has purportedly been impeached. And then there's also a restraining order on that faction not to go ahead with the attempt to impeach the governor. Now we saw that happen. And then later, yesterday, we saw an originating summons with an order from the Federal High Court by Honorable Justice Ayua, putting an injunction that both parties should suspend sitting, so until the issue raised in the originating summons have been taken care of, have been addressed. So in a way, that's where we are now. We also know that at the back end, a lot is going on, on both sides, to push the different agendas. But I think for Rivers people, they are in a way pleased with the equanimity we think the governor is going about what he's doing by focusing on governance. We've not seen him after that incident of October 31st. We've not seen him the only other thing he has said was that it was a father-son issue and it will be sorted out. But we've not seen him distract, deviate from the issues of governance. That's at least what has happened. So that's where we are now. Some people have also drawn the attention of the police high command that the police is supposed to be an independent, neutral party in this circumstance. So providing security cover for one faction of the House of Assembly, that's like jumping into the arena. And I think the IG, Dr. Kun, needs to look at that. The place was damaged. There was a fire incident there, and the governor, is looking at fixing the place. So why would the police that are supposed to provide security for the state in general even allow anybody at all to go sit there without the authorization of the Chief Security Officer of the state? These are some of the issues that are, coming up with the developments. So this is where we are in Rivers State as of now.
But what is the leadership of the River State PDP and the national body saying about what is happening, really?
Okay, we've not like had any comments from the national leadership of the PDP or the APC. Apart from the intervention of Mr. President back then, we've not heard anything else so far. The only other person who has spoken is the FCT minister, who has said if he wants, he will show the governor Pepe, he will suffer even if he does not win. And these are rhetorics that shouldn't be coming from somebody like him. There is a general expectation in River State that, having by virtue of the fact that he sat on that seat as governor of River State for 8 years, he is now in the class of statesmen of River State. So everybody expects that fatherly posture, that statesmanly posture, that elder statesmanly posture. That's what everybody expects Wike, Wike at this point, to exude. He's not supposed to jump into the arena. The children fighting, the boys fighting, all his boys. He made them House of Assembly members. He worked to bring them up as governor, as speaker, as whatever. So at this point, everybody should expect that. Everybody is expecting that he will call both sides to order. Young men get back to work, leave all this drama, but we don't see that happening. So maybe I can use this opportunity to speak to him directly, that he should rise to the occasion. He is, as it is now, an elder statesman in River State. As a former governor of the state, he should be able to douse the tension. The governor has shown the equanimity, the governor has shown focus, the governor has shown maturity. He has refused to be dragged in any direction at all. He has focused on governance. And I can tell you that River State needs the peace, the stability that it can get. For 8 years, economic development was in abeyance. For 8 years, there was no economic stimulant, no investment, not agriculture, not anything, just political rhetoric. You're fighting this, you're not loyal to that. And young people were being made to wear t-shirts and face cap for 8 years. And the governor is trying to jumpstart the economy of the state. I think anybody who loves River State, starting from Wike himself, who says it's Rivers first, the Rivers interest is primary in his, categorization of interest. Everybody should focus on supporting the governor to jumpstart the economy of the state. Where are the jobs? Even those who are working for several years, some of them were not paid, pensions were not paid, there were no economic stimulants. The state needs to get back. Look at the supposed mate of River State, Lagos State. Look at what Lagos State is becoming. And it's River State. And we're still having this issue, PDP, APC, PDP against itself, PDP against APC, and, so these are the things. So, and it's good we also raise this issue. The national leadership of the party, the PDP, and even the APC that Wike is having breakfast with, should rise to the occasion, should call everybody to order. For this needs a political solution. All stakeholders, in whatever capacity, should be able to say, no, get this off the table. Let's get back to governance. Elections are over, politicking is over, and all of that. Let's get back to, the track of, implementing governance, implementing the dividends of democracy. People need jobs. People need stimulants to be able to, fix back their businesses. And Rivers people are actually enterprising, look at him going to Songhai Farm to look at the possibility of, restarting the Songhai Farm. Songhai Farm was taking almost 50,000 workers. And imagine what that does to the economy of the state. There was a banana farm at a Thai local government that was doing 10,000 workers. You know, look at that. What about the Che farm? What about the shoe factory at Boon? You know, these are things that were put in there by the previous government that Wike inherited. What did he do to sustain them? You know, and for the governor to think of restarting this and several other things that needs to be done. Look at the heavy potentials, the economic potentials, investment opportunities that River State, you know, possesses. What is being done to reactivate them? So do we have the time in River State to begin to do a cat fight, a fowl fight, you know, that kind of fight that cocks in the village do in the morning? You know, 2, 3 cocks will come out in the morning and start fighting, trying to assert supremacy on that particular day. Then the next morning, they will start afresh again. We don't need that in River State. We don't need that in River State. Everybody, every stakeholder should be able to call all parties to order. And for, you know, the Ehie Edison come, I think Ehie Edison is being intentional because his own side of the state, the Orashi region, is bereft of development, bereft of the impact of governance. For how many years? You know, criminals have been parading there, you know, kidnapping, burning cars, you know, killing people and all of that. So you can understand his intentionality in trying to, you know, act in the interest of the state to calm the situation down. And I think that his brother and colleague, Martin Salmewule, should be able to also draw from that. What has Ikwere gained in terms of critical developments, in terms of strategic development? All of the Ikwere, Emoha, Ikwere, Port Harcourt, Ubiakpo, where you have the Ikwere people, what have they gained in terms of development? You know, apart from flyovers that you on top of the flyover, traffic is free. Under the flyover, traffic builds up. Apart from that, what else? So I think that both camps of the House of Assembly is time, you know, to drop the fight, sheath their sword, and get back to supporting the governor and drive mainstream governance in River State. That is what the state needs now. And for me, it's discomforting that the leadership of the PDP, the leadership of the APC, the federal government, you know, they're not taking a definite stand on this. And for the Commissioner of Police in River State, he just arrived, and 2-3 days after he arrived, his men are going to provide cover for a faction of the House of Assembly. What are they up to? Is that the agenda why he came to River State? Everybody should work for the good of River State. If the economy of River State is jump-started, even the police will benefit. Even the police will benefit. So these are the things that we need to put out there for people to focus. Nobody benefits from political crisis. Nobody. It has never happened, and it will never happen. And then I also need to put it on record that no governor of River State has been impeached, and it doesn't appear that Sim Fubara will be the first. Wike had all the, you know, apparatus of the federal government, federal power, as we call it. Able to do that with all the powers at his behest. Was he able to do that? He himself got into office with Amechi at the federal level, and Amechi, having been the DG of the APC and Buhari campaign, was he able to unseat Wike as governor of the state? It has never happened, and it's not going to happen. And any attempt to make it happen will put crisis on the streets of River State. And the streets of River State are not friendly at all. We know what River State went through in 2015, and this is not what should repeat. This is not what should repeat. Well, River State is, you know, in the same status with Kano, with Lagos, with other economic hubs of Nigeria. In fact, it is the oil and gas capital of Nigeria. Is that where we should be stoking crisis? So these are the posers we need to look at.
I do not know how the APC is going to wade into the matter, because your spoil might be their gain. So I don't know, they may be praying that it should continue. But this just gives
yes, actually,
a picture. It gives a picture that possibly the PDP house in River State is divided against itself. Because even if the national body of the PDP doesn't come to the aid Rivers people, the local leadership of PDP should have waded into the matter enough to make sure that this problem is brought to the ground. We were just talking before you came on board about the role of political parties in governance itself. And this would have been a very defining moment for the people or the leadership of PDP in Rivers State. Are you telling us, or can you confirm or deny, that the Rivers PDP leadership is divided, just like the House of Assembly is divided and the governor and the minister are fighting now? So are they divided or are they still one?
Well, we can say yes, and we can also say no. In the sense that it is Rivers people that populate PDP. And I think I said it the last time you invited me here, that Rivers State has always been PDP. Every experimentation with any other party has not worked. It has not worked. They tried different parties, it didn't work. Even under the Amechi administration, that Amechi railroaded everybody, all of us that were serving in that government, railroaded us into APC. As at now, where are the APC people? All the stakeholders, where are they? They are back to PDP. So Rivers State is PDP, just like Lagos is APC. There are states that you just know where the political alignment is. It's just there, latent, how will I put it, consolidated. You can try any other thing, but it won't deviate from that. Imagine Lagos State all of a sudden under PDP.
Well, but we saw that kind of a thing happen in Cross River State. Cross River was always a PDP state until Ben Ayade came and, like you said, railroaded everybody into APC, and it has continued in that trajectory. They are now APC. So couldn't it happen in Rivers?
Okay, Ben Ayade did that while he was on seats, not after he has left. Ben Ayade did that while he was still governor of Cross River State, not after he has left. So you cannot be on the seat and River State is PDP. Then now you are out of the seat and you want to use your stooge to move River State to APC. Well, at the center of all of this, that is what is there. Because the APC is insisting that the FCT minister should move. He should. He has benefited from the party, so he should cross over. But being the kind of person he is, we know him, he wants that clout, he wants that, demonstration of capacity. So he doesn't just to walk singly, only him, and maybe with a few, lackeys to the APC. He wants to come with the government, he wants to come with the executive, the House of Assembly, everybody, and the senators, House of Rep members. You heard him saying the other day that he bought election forms for everybody, in Rivers State. So that's the crux of the matter. But the thing is, like I'm saying, that, we can say PDP is divided because it's not everybody that wants to pander to that. Some people disagree with that, but they also are not, Rivers people are not flippant, that I don't like something, then I come out and start talking about it. So that's why we're having, a latent dissent. Like, people don't agree with what you are telling them, but they are not speaking up. They just want events to just play out, and you find out that they don't agree with you. So that is where PDP in Rivers State is. The majority of the members of the party are not agreeing to moving to the APC. APC has not been beneficial to Rivers State. With all that Amechi put in for APC, Rivers State suffered, if not the most, under the APC government. There is no footprint, no developmental footprint by the APC anywhere in Rivers State. They just did little cosmetic. When you talk, they will talk about the Bonibodo Road. The Bonibodo Road is being done by the NLNG. It is not an APC thing. It is a company trying to fix up, structures to, mainstream, to optimize its business prospects. It is not an APC thing. So there is nowhere in Rivers State you will say, okay, look at what APC did, look at what APC did. The NDDC is not here. In my community in Bonny, that from Bonny, a lot of companies, Shell, Mobile, NLNG, Delema Oil, Total, all of them are making so much money and contributing their 3% to the NDDC. Bonny has no footprint of the NDDC. They talked about doing a deep sea port. It is not there. They just came, did some inspection, checked one or two things and left. Nothing. So Rivers people will not be drawn willy-nilly, bundled together like you put fish in a basket and carry them to the APC. So they're not flowing. They're not coming along. That's why the FCT minister, I think, believes that because the governor is his boy, if the governor gives his word that this is where we're going, everybody will follow because that is where the bread is coming from. But that's not happening. Even the governor himself, is he comfortable going to the ABC? Where will benefit him the most, ABC or PDP? So it is not happening. That is why there is this friction, and the friction will continue, and at the end of the day, amounts to nothing. This is Rivers State. Rivers State is not just any state where you just pack people.
Okay.
Imagine with the developmental profile of Amechi, with the political clout of Amechi, with the street credibility of Amechi, he could not sustain Rivers people in APC.
Okay.
So
well, let me
just compare the comparative.
Yeah. Our time is up, but if you can confirm or deny, just a yes or no answer if it is possible. A lot of talk has gone round that Amechi is trying to return to the PDP. Can you confirm this?
Okay, I think you asked me this same question last time. And as at then, we are still watching. But I can say for sure that with what is going on, it is very clear that if not by his own intentions, a lot of stakeholders across the Niger Delta want him back in the PDP to provide the leadership the PDP needs to be able to move at the speed it should move. PDP is the only party that has benefited Rivers State and across the Niger Delta. Check Bayelsa, check Delta, check Edo, check other states. PDP is the party that has, done this thing. I'm a journalist. I watch from the spectator stand. I'm not politically biased, but I'm just telling you from observation. This is where it is. So yeah, they are dragging Amechi down. Amechi actually is more interested in leaving the political scene. Let the players and actors do their thing. But the influence is heavy on him to come back and provide the kind of leadership that PDP needs. So that's where we are. And that is also at the undercurrent.
The heart of the matter.
Behind the crisis in Rivers State.
I see. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Jumbo, for coming on the show this morning and giving us insight into what is happening in Rivers State.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
Okay. We've been talking with Mr. Godswill Jumbo, former Rivers CPS to Deputy Governor. He's also the publisher and CEO of Kristina Reports. And this is where we wrap it up on the show this morning. Until we meet again tomorrow for another edition of the show. My name is Nyamgul Agaji on behalf of the team saying thank you for being there.